Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry for this impromptu intro. This whole video has been just very last minute, and I wanted to make sure I filmed it for you guys because on Instagram you guys said you wanted to see it, but then I just ran out of time. So today's video is going to be products I could live without. I have been seeing a lot of videos here on YouTube lately of like top 10 products I couldn't live without, or the 10 products I would repurchase right away. And that got me thinking of the opposite, combined with watching Chic Geek's Makeup Declutter that same day. Kind of had my wheels turning, and this was leading up to the beginning of the holiday season where I was going to see a lot of my family and extended family that I don't see all that often. So I was thinking, what makeup products could I live without if someone in my life would really like to have it or get more use out of it? You guys know I really don't like to declutter. The thought of throwing makeup that has not expired into the landfill just because I simply got bored of it does not feel good with me. I have a lot of guilt when it comes to that, but I am able to let things go and not hoard them if I know that somebody else will actually get use out of the product. And they will get more use out of it than I would. So these are products that I haven't been reaching for. Maybe almost all of these products I do actually really like. I just have too much. And if my mom, my stepmom, my aunts, cousins, if somebody else will use it and they will get more joy out of that product than I get, because these are the products that if I reach for them, it's because I noticed through my makeup tracking spreadsheet that I haven't been reaching for it. Not because I feel inspired by it, or I feel like I'm over explaining this at this point. I hope you guys know what I mean. I will also be throwing in updates. I'm filming this intro many days later, so I've already filmed one update from my first family Christmas get-together. I was able to declutter 25 of the items in the bin I'm about to share with you, and that honestly feels really good. So here's to hoping that I can get rid of a few more things at my subsequent family dinners. I hope you guys enjoy this video concept. I had a lot of fun throwing it together, even though it was very last minute and felt a little rushed. I wish I could have done a better, more high quality job with it, but I literally couldn't put it off. I filmed the part you're about to see literally half an hour before I left my house. I hope you guys enjoy today's video. If you do, give it a thumbs up for me. Let's get into it. Stop rambling. Hey guys, I'm assuming that you just watched a proper intro with my face. I'm filming this in a bit of a rush, but I spoke on Instagram about this bin that I plan on taking to my family Christmas dinners. This is my declutter bin. In that same Instagram story where I was chatting about this bin and you guys said you wanted a video, I also spoke about all of these lip products that have expired. There are other products in my collection, including skincare and stuff that I have discovered that has expired. I'm getting tongue-tied. And I've decided to do a separate video on expired makeup in my collection. So all of this stuff is still perfectly good. I don't really know in what order. So firstly, I just have a bundle of brushes. These are just not my favorite brushes. I don't enjoy fan brushes. This stippling brush is too flimsy. I didn't really enjoy this paddle style brush that was popular for a while. I have a gazillion of this shape brush. This Morphe one I don't really enjoy. These are they're perfectly fine brushes. They're just not my favorite, and I have a ton of brushes. So again, if somebody wants these or just one of them or whatever, they can. Some skincare in here. This Clean Skin Club Vitamin C Brightening Booster. This broke me out so bad. It smells really nice, and I've heard a lot of people really love this. So maybe somebody in my family has less sensitive skin than I do. It has a lot of irritating ingredients for many people. So I will, of course, let them know that if they want to choose this. I really wish I liked this, but it broke me out really bad. This Tula Eye Brightening Balm was just not my favorite thing. I found it too icy and shimmery on my eyes and not hydrating enough. And I think this flared up my eczema around my eyes a little bit. So again, if someone has less sensitive skin, maybe they would like that. And then I have just 2 samples of the Neostrata. This is a face cream and a cleanser. I have a lot of skincare, so if somebody wants it, they can have it. Last non-makeup item I have here is this Petty in a Box Pumpkin Spice. You guys have encouraged me to use this. This is 2 pedicure kits, but feet gross me out. I've never gone for a pedicure, and the thought of my feet smelling like pumpkin spice just does something to me. I cannot get myself to use this as a sea salt soak sugar scrub mud mask for your feet and a massage butter. I don't know when or if I will ever use this. Next, let's go through some eye products. So I have this eyeliner. Whoops. It is just glittery and black. It's just not something I'm reaching for. All these palettes, I just always choose something over them. And if nobody takes them, I do not feel comfortable with them just going in the landfill. So I have my MAC singles. I feel like the color is not very good in here. My Ciate, the Editor palette, I do really enjoy this. I used it a lot this year, but it's still just not a favorite. So again, someone else might use it more than I do. The Morphe Kathleen Lights palette. This is a bit messy, and the shade's a dud. I should have scraped that out, but I never got around to it. My mom already laid claims to the Studio on the Go Cool Down palette. She really likes these like mauve cool toned shades. The Ace Beauté Grandiose palette. I had fading issues on my oily eyelids with this palette. Crown Glam Metals. I like these grungy shimmers, but I haven't reached for this in a really long time. The Wet n Wild Not a Basic Peach palette. Again, this is fine. It's just not a favorite. Naked Cosmetics Urban Rustic Trio. I really loved this for a long time, and looking at it, like, I feel like I don't want to give it away, but I haven't used it in a very, very long time. 2 Pure palettes, the Festival and the BoxyCharm collaboration one. This Betty Boop and Ipsy palette. This has some really interesting shades in here. The Dominique Celestial Thunder palette. I still have never used this. And the Suva Beauty Protege palette. This is actually really great quality. It's just a great everyday palette for somebody, and I don't typically reach for an everyday palette, like for a warm or a cool, like mauve toned look. I have in these 2 Temptu liquid products, just not reaching for them. Neither of these 2 bronzers are my favorite. I find this one very light and shimmery, and this one is beautiful on summer skin, but again, I haven't reached for it in a long time. This is a dupe for the Lorac one. These 2 Vintage by Jessica Liebeskind products from BoxyCharm. I used this rose gold one as a blush topper. And then this highlighting duo, I only really used this shade, which is Rose Quartz. This Cougar loose highlighter in Diamond Kiss is a bit too yellow for my preferences. I have the Real Her Be Fearless, Be Limitless. These are actually really beautiful, but again, I just haven't reached for it in a long time because I have so much makeup. Same with this Dirty Little Secrets blush in Kitty Pink. That's really washed out on here. I have this eyebrow powder. I spoke earlier this year that it's just not my favorite, and I think it would work better with someone with lighter brows, and a lot of my family members are blonde, so this might work better for them. I have a lot of single shadows in here. These ones came in either BoxyCharms or Ipsy's when I used to get Ipsy. This is absolutely stunning. It's a really like deep orangey shade, and this is really creamy and beautiful, and this is like a white gold pigment, and they're beautiful. I'm just not reaching for them. That is the whole theme of this video. And then same with these two. Lastly, we have lip products. Hank & Henry is a brand I no longer support and will not be like promoting in any way on my channel. This is a gorgeous color, so I hope somebody else will take this and love it. Two Wet n Wild products, a liquid catsuit in the shade Rebel Rose and one of their lipsticks in Bare It All. I really like both of these, but I'm just not reaching for them, and Wet n Wild is not a brand I like supporting on my channel. I have 3 of these e.l.f. liquid lipsticks. A really long time ago, I did a lip swatch video and review on these when they first released, and they have never been my favorite formula, and I don't reach for them because of that, and they haven't expired or anything. The other shades in this line have, but these 3 colors are still good. I have Tea Rose, Blushing Rose, and Praline here. These 2 Makeup Geek Iconic lipsticks in the shade Saucy and Proper. Saucy is like a brick red and Proper is a beautiful pink shade. Again, just not reaching for them. This Bang Beauty lip gloss in the shade Spice. This Kokie Kissable liquid lipstick in the shade Desire. This is just a pink shade I don't find overly flattering on myself. And the same with this NYX matte lipstick in the shade Tea Rose. This shade, I have makeup all over me. It's just not that flattering on me personally. And lastly, I have this Tarte's lip paint lip gloss situation in Insta Famous. It is like multicolored glitter, super fun, just not something I reach for very often at all. And I was thinking maybe my younger cousins would have fun with this, and I'd be perfectly happy for them to have fun and get some love on this, because I'm only reaching for this on very, very rare occasions, and it's something I got in a BoxyCharm, I believe. So those are all the products that I would be okay if they disappeared from my collection. I don't think I will miss them any, and I'll be happy for somebody else to use them much more than I'm using them. And if not, I'm fine with putting them back in my drawers. Most of these things I didn't absolutely hate. Some of them, like these skincare products, really didn't work for me, and I was going to declutter them anyways, but they're still in good condition. But for like the eyeshadow palettes, like if no one takes them, they're just going to go back into my drawer. You'll still be seeing them and pan those eyeshadows and those types of things. Same with the lip products, except for that Hank & Henry one, things like that. Like most of this stuff I'm assuming will end up back in my drawer, and I haven't removed them from my makeup inventory or anything like that until I see what actual products people are taking. But I'm so happy that you guys really wanted to see this video. It was a lot of fun for me to film and go through my collection and just really think about what I could do without. Could I declutter all of this? Yes, but if no one in my life will take it, I'm not going to put it in a garbage bag. I'm just not going to do it. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And a lot of this stuff, I wouldn't like get any value from it from listing it on Poshmark or anything like that. So I will keep the burden of using it up myself at some point. I use burden in quotation marks. It's not a true burden. I hope you guys know what I mean. After my first family dinner this past weekend, I actually don't know when this video is going to go up, but my family had a ton of fun going through the bin, and this is what came home with me. I was able to give away 25 products out of this bin. 20 of them were makeup items, so I feel really good about that. Like I said, I'm happy to bring a lot of this stuff back home with me and we'll continue to use it. I might even put some more items in here before my next family dinners. The children are fighting. Christmas break started early here because of the C word. Oh gosh. So here's a bit of an update after the first family dinner. Let's see how much more I can give away. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Down in the comments below, let me know a product that you would be fine to do without if somebody else wanted it. I would love to hear from you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.